The following program may contain strong language and mature content. Viewer discretion is advised. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. We're back with another episode of Pyro Power Hour. I see we have all the festive stuff going on. It's winter. It's a new year. Yeah. What's up, bro?
Hey, what's going on?
What you cracking up over there about?
I was trying to get it together. I lost track of time.
See, I was going to be quiet about it.
I was just submitting stories to talk about. Okay, I forgot.
I was going to be quiet about it, but you know, you burnt yourself out there, girl. But I still love you. Good morning, y'all. What's going on? Dr. Hall, how you doing? I had to tip over our... the funerals this morning, huh? Mother Patterson.
Listen, I don't know, but the viewing was last night, and I'm sorry. But when I say Will McCray had me laughing so hard.
Listen, they ain't nothing like black funerals, child.
He stood. Now, there was a line to view the body, and he stood in that place for at least 3 minutes. I was like, sir, you're holding the people up. He just could not stop. He just couldn't move.
Jesus. Well, you know how it is.
All right, y'all. Like a black funeral.
While Mother Patterson's funerals going on, if you are over there, we want to make sure you catch the replay. So thank you guys for watching the replay. And if you are here, thank you for tipping over. We appreciate you. Yes. And we want to go ahead and make sure we thank our sponsors, Bullet and Flight Radio, the #1 progressive Christian radio station in the world. You can go over to www.bulletandflightradio.com. And don't forget, today is Dance Fridays, so you know what's going to be going on. They got Mother in a whole different outfit.
Of course,
Jesus. Dr. Holt.
But everybody at the funeral, because they want to hear what Karen gonna sing. I already know what y'all doing.
Well, yes. Well, while that's going on, we're gonna go ahead and thank our other sponsor, Pyro Media Productions. We want to thank you guys for making this all look pretty. Thanks for the little graphics. I like the little winter. It's nice. It's winter.
Is nice.
It's nice. And a little new Pyro Media logo, Pyro Power Hour logo going on here. Let me see if I can pull it up here. Yes. Oh, yes. Look, it's all festive. Ooh.
Oh,
that's cute. Yeah. All right, bro. We got a lot to talk about. So let's just go get into so much. So let's just get right on into it, into what's going on. All right, y'all. We got a lot going on, child. It's so much going on in the world today. But before we get into all of the craziness, we want to go ahead and talk about today is December 2nd, which is International Day of the Abolition of Slavery. Did you know about that? I didn't even know that this was a thing.
I didn't know this was a day. Okay.
Yes. So apparently the International Day for the Abolition of Slavery happens annually on December 2nd. On this day, in 1949, the General Assembly of the United Nations adopted the Convention for the Suppression of the Traffic in Persons and Exploitation of the Prostitution of Others. This day is dedicated to ending modern forms of slavery, such as sexual exploitation, human trafficking, and the most heinous kinds of child labor, forced marriage, and the forced recruitment of children for use in armed conflict. It is about raising awareness and reinforcing global efforts in combating the scourge of modern slavery. Governments, organizations, and individuals are entreated to take this day specifically as an opportunity to denounce the atrocities of slavery in its modern form that still exists in the world today. Fun fact: the aim of the International Day for the Abolition of Slavery is different from that of International Day for the Remembrance of the Slave Trade and its abolition, the latter of which is a day to reflect on the atrocities committed during the transatlantic slave trade era. The more you know. I didn't even know anything about that. It was really dope that this came out. So shout out to Samuel, our production department admin assistant, for coming or showing us that today. So I really appreciate that.
Come through, Samuel. Come through.
Yes. What's up, Raymond Torres? Thanks for joining. Appreciate you. We know you guys are over there Mother Patterson's funeral. So
good morning.
Tipping over. Dr. Holt says Karen got a nice suit on with her Mortal Kombat.
Hat on. Don't do Karen, Dr. Hope.
Okay.
Don't do Karen. We don't do Karen.
Y'all. I cannot.
We don't do Karen.
Yes. Well, it is Friday, you guys, and you know this new thing that I got going on with viral moments. So we have a viral moment that came up that I saw on Twitter. So,
oh God,
check it out.
The Twitters.
Guys, I'm going to show you how to defend yourself. As you can see, I'm about to die. But in this instance, you must beg, sir, please. Please, sir. Even life, I have 10 children. They love me and I love them. If he's not falling for that, offer money. Offer money, sir, please. Even crying, sir, please, I'll give you money. If you have no money, you are more likely going to die. So just pray. Please, sir. Please, sir. The gun has jammed. So the prayer has been answered. The gun is jamming. So what you do is discipline him African style. Are you mad in my honor?
That was hilarious. I love that. I saw that. I watched that several times today, so that was hilarious. I see people are trickling on over. We appreciate you guys for coming over from Mother Patterson's funeral. We thank you guys. Rochelle, my belle, what's up, boo boo? How are you, Queen? We hope you're having a good week.
Y'all done tipped out the funeral.
Yeah, you know, they probably got it on multiple screens. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, the Thai Squad and Pyro Fam, we do things technologically advanced. You know what I'm saying? We go ahead and have a mother on one screen. We got Pyro Power Hour on another screen. We got the Mother Patterson's funeral on another. We got
Hey, Bobo.
Oh, who's that? Bobo, what's up, Bobo? Wait, hold on. What? I said
it was nice, Carrie, but that hat is giving Chinatown.
Okay, all right.
I gotta see it.
Dr. Holt, it's a hot mess.
I gotta see this hat.
All right, y'all. Let's get into what's going on. All right, so oh God.
Raymond Chuck got both going on. Okay. Oh, you know what? Okay.
I'm just aggravated. Okay, so, Raymond, sir, I sure do have both. I appreciate you, Raymond. That's called dedication. Praise God. All right, so I'm just.
It's like I said on somebody. I don't know who it was. Somebody's comment section I was in. Oh, we're going to this first. Okay, I got get that later. But this right here.
We have a whole segment right now on Kanye, so I don't want to spend too much time on this BS because I don't even know why this was even news. So reportedly it says Kanye West is paying $200,000 a month in child support. How much does it cost to raise a Kardashian West child? $200,000 a month, according to a settlement reached on Tuesday in Los Angeles Superior Court. Ye, formerly known as Kanye West, ended a months-long legal drama and agreed to pay that amount in child support to his ex-wife Kim Kardashian. That's a lot of money.
I'm gonna say he really does have mental health issues because here's my thing, and you need a better lawyer to negotiate because if he is paying the children's educational fees and half of the security that they need when they leave the house, what does she need $200,000 for? And the house is paid. She's not paying mortgage. She's not paying lights and gas. She's not cooking for the children. She ain't taking care of the children. She has a nanny. Ma'am, what do you need? 200. Listen, like I said on TikTok, I have prayed that when I come back, that I'm a beautiful black woman with a working uterus and vagina, and I need to meet
working uterus and vagina.
And I need to meet a man who looks like Odell Beckham Jr. with the money of Don's son.
I cannot. I have no words for this because I don't even know why this is news. I don't really care. What I did care about was this mess, which Kanye praises Hitler. Why?
Oh, now you know what Raymond toys. Now you said that. That's the fact.
Hold on, let's see what he said. Hold on, okay, she's playing playing a white woman in distress. Thank you, Raymond. That's why I don't think that this is news. I see the game, and this is what pissed me off because when we transitioned to this story, because at first I was like, "Why? This is a whole typical situation where baby mama drama, specifically white baby mama drama, when it comes to child support and all the stuff, and the narrative that Kim Kardashian is just helpless, distressed."
But who is getting $200K a month, which means this is now because as the economy gets crazy and crazier, it's going to go up. So mama could, in the end, it's for them kids.
Yes,
and she could be getting $500K a month.
Well, that's if she asks for an adjustment. So she probably won't. She doesn't need it.
She don't need $200K a month. You're getting the yearly salary of y'all Uncle Joe a month.
Is her reality checks dwindling? Child.
They must be.
Oh, they asses. So let's go into the rapper Ye praised Adolf Hitler and Nazis in an interview Thursday with far-right provocator Alex Jones, which I have no idea why he was even in an interview with this crackhead. Anyway, just the fact that Ye was even in an interview, entertaining an interview with Alex Jones after Sandy Hook and the incident that happened with him, shame on you, Ye. Shame on you. Because
did you see what he had on in the interview?
I don't care what he had on. The fact that he was even in his presence.
Oh yeah,
just left me. And then let me just stick to reading the story, Kwame. Calm down. Drawing a fresh round of condemnation for his incendiary anti-Semitism a week after he dined with former President Donald Trump alongside with white nationalist Nick Fuentes. I like Hitler, end quote. A fully masked Ye told. Yes, he had that full black mask. Yeah. I'm leaving.
Oh my God!
Reading this. Okay, so fully masked. Ye told Jones. Minutes later, the rapper said, "I love Jewish people, but I also love Nazis." Jones laughed and quickly added, "Well." Quote, "Well, I have to disagree with that," end quote. So the racists disagreed.
He did.
Like, I don't even, like, that's how you know you.
Well, the racists, listen, because I watched it, the racists had more sense because the racists said, well, no, I don't agree with that. And we don't like Nazis.
It's not that he had more sense. He just got out of a multi-million dollar.
And that's why he said, well, no, we don't like Nazis over here.
Yeah, we don't do that. Yeah, okay. You don't do that on air, girl.
But see, all these people having Don the Son on their show trying to get rating, clicks, and views, baby.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, why are you on there, bro? What is going on with you?
And I don't know I forgot whose page I was on Instagram, but I said, why is this news? He is no longer news. It's not. He just does things for shock value. It's not mental health issue. It's just him. If we ignore him, maybe he'll get the help he needs.
So transitioning on to the next situation. Oh, wait a minute. It's really quiet in here. Oh, I was wondering why it was quiet because we ain't got no music playing. Let's go ahead and make sure we get. Okay, there we go. All right. So right after that, Elon Musk suspends Kanye's Twitter account. Kanye West's Twitter account was suspended early Friday morning after Elon Musk said it violated the platform's rules on inciting violence. Quote, I tried my best. Despite that, he again violated our rule against incitement to violence. Account will be suspended. End quote. Musk tweeted in a reply. CNN could not confirm which specific tweet prompted West's suspension. However, earlier in the evening, West, who has legally changed his name to Ye, tweeted an altered image of the Star of David with a swastika inside. Now, let me ask you something, Elon Musk. I have a question. So, this warranted a suspension of his account, but the entire former president, twice impeached, twice disgraced president, who incited an entire national attack on our capital and incited violence, but you reinstated his account? That didn't warrant. Okay, girl, I see. So I wonder what's different about Trump and Ye. Could it be skin tone?
I guess maybe.
Now, I'm not defending Ye because I don't think anything that he did was correct. Because I really tried. Listen to me. Bro, I really tried. I really tried to give this brother a chance. I was giving him a little lifeline, a little rope. I said, you know what? He just needs a moment. He needs some therapy. He can go right over there with Candace Owens. He can go right over there with Candace Owens. I have nothing left for him. After all that, you tweeted a swastika in the Star of David. You know what you doing, girl.
I've been saying that.
Him being a quote genius is dangerous, and people only see opportunities to get him on their shows. I agree, Raymond. Because but my thing is, this didn't enrich Kanye. This is not. This really was a ploy to bring whatever conservative black vote or racist or coons over to Alex Jones's network and his stuff. And like, I don't understand why you even thought it was a good idea. And then you come in there with some weird wannabe Balenciaga mask on.
Baby, and that big old coat. And I'm like,
do you shop at the swap meet now? Like, I just want to know. Are you on Slauson?
It did give Slauson swap meet. And I'm not knocking at anybody because y'all know I go to a Slauson swap meet.
Listen, I'm not knocking anybody. Anybody that goes to swap meets, to discount stores, whatever. But you are a proclaimed billionaire.
We are tired. Sit down. Child, listen. Like I said, it's no longer news. If we ignore him, maybe he'll go get the help he needs.
He won't. Because we've been ignoring him. He won't. And I'm done with him. Goodbye, girl. Don't come back over. You are completely excommunicated from it. I am not talking about him anymore.
He does. But unless
it's newsworthy.
But there are people who agree with him. I just had a conversation this week.
Michelle.
And somebody was telling me that they absolutely agree that slavery was a choice. I said, we have nothing else to discuss.
We don't have anything to discuss. We don't have nothing to discuss.
I said, you know what? You're right. That's how I meant. You're right.
All right. Well, let's move on to another coon, coonish type thing. TJ, girl, you in danger.
My heart.
Your heart.
He used to be my crush. He was one of my crushes. When he was on the reality show. That's when I first found out who he was. He was trying to love Chili.
TJ Holmes admits he gave his estranged wife, Marilee Figby. Did I pronounce that wrong? If I pronounce it, I apologize. Quote, plenty of reasons, excuses, and opportunities, end quote, to leave their marriage years ahead of his and Amy Robach's alleged affair. In March 2020, Holmes posted a cringy 10th anniversary tribute to the immigration lawyer, which has gone viral amid news of his alleged romance.
Yeah, because he was telling her in that Instagram post.
Yes, and so
She is so pretty.
she's gorgeous. And then I don't understand what this
And
is
you
about.
left for Becky with the good hair.
And she don't have good hair, honey. I just didn't understand none of this. Look how gorgeous she is.
Is, but it must not be about looks because.
Well,
But here's what I'm gonna say.
Uh-huh.
Because of that right there, that Instagram post, I believe she knew what was happening. But Amy's husband was blindsided because he used to be all on Instagram. I'm the luckiest man in the world.
Yeah.
We're here. We're in Aspen. We're in Vancouver. We're wherever. And look at my wife. Isn't she beautiful? No.
Yeah.
Isn't she this, that? And so now he scrubbed his social media account. Any picture of her is gone. And they were supposed to divorce was going to be final in 2 weeks. I'm like, your divorce was final. How you the luckiest man in the world? But I guess.
Child. Well, here's what the this alleged tweet, or not alleged, this
tweet
post, whatever.
No, Instagram.
It's an Instagram post. Yeah, this particular. Let me read it. Let me get a little closer. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Okay, here we go. All right, this particular quote, decade challenge is. Hold on, I can't see. There we go. All right, is a little late, but 10 years ago, Marilee Figby married me, and despite my best efforts, she remained married to me the past 10 years. That's not hyperbole. I'm not being dramatic. I gave her plenty of reasons, excuses, and opportunities to walk her fine ass out the door. Okay, girl. So you just okay. All right. So but instead, so you quoted a Beyonce thing.
He did.
But okay. But instead, with her built-in black woman superpower.
I told you. It's listen.
But instead, with her built-in black woman superpower, she showed a grace and patience that's incomprehensible. Asking her for the. Let me go to the next one because I can't see. Yeah, asking. Oh, there we go. All right. Can see it better. There we go. Asking her for another 10 years would be asking too much, would it? Another 10 months. That may even be a stretch. If she gave me another 10 weeks, I should consider myself lucky. If she puts up with me another 10 days, I'd be grateful. But if she would even spare another 10 minutes of her time for me today, I should consider myself blessed. This is Marilee Figby Holmes, y'all. And I, TJ Holmes, do solemnly swear that I was her.
That last one I don't get. I was her. What is that?
I don't understand this entire post. I don't understand how you were doing this and then had the nerve to write that about her.
The post I get, because the post is giving Pretty Wings by Maxwell. It's letting you know I'm not shit. So that's the post. I get that.
First of all, that's one of my favorite songs by Maxwell.
Is it?
He sang it down. He sang it down.
Well, y'all know I'm not a Maxwell fan, but okay.
That's a gal in my.
Leave my TJ Holmes alone.
This messy queen. Listen,
I do believe he plays around. But I fell in love with him when he was on Chili Show. But this right here,
Chili dodged the bullet.
She did.
Chili dodged the bullet. But what I don't understand is a lot of people. I'm very confused, Rochelle. I'm very confused by this whole post. I don't understand it. And what's going on? What is happening in these like this? Like, is there? I don't want this to be misconstrued that I am attacking any type of interracial marriages or relationships or anything like that, because I personally was in one before. So I don't knock. You can't help who you fall in love with. But this attack on black women, this what you said?
That just blows me away. But I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But this attack on black women, I'm not messing with you, Kyrie. This attack on black women and this disrespect to black women is what pisses me off, because it's like you knew what you were doing, and you being a journalist know about optics, you know about narrative, you understand what's going on. And because you chose to navigate the way you did, you embarrassed this young queen. You embarrassed her, and you made yourself look like a damn fool. Because I see you, girl.
But what I want to know is, so they're back. So Good Morning America, their employer is backing them up wholeheartedly.
They're not backing them up. There's nothing that they can do.
Ah, okay.
You can't fire them. They didn't. It's not like they were having sex inside of the on company grounds.
Well, no, but sometimes, but you can't. If I worked for an insurance company before, prestigious insurance company, and you could not fraternize with each other. If they found out, it would be a problem. At least in the same department.
Well, I don't know that. I don't know their
right.
like
their moral clause.
Yeah,
right.
I don't know what clauses they have. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if they talked to HR before they got into a relationship, because that could be a thing too. If they reported it before, they can't be terminated for that. You know what I'm saying?
Because they're saying people knew about it. Well, yeah,
but they're also saying that they both were separated from their marriages before they got together. That's what they're saying.
I don't think so. And you had this man over here talking about, I'm the luckiest man in the world, and posting pictures of him and his wife looking happy. Exactly. So
how he got her will be how he loses her. He could be a fetish. I know that's right, Raymond.
That's what it is. They laying in that bed playing 12 Years a Slave.
Let me tell you something. This should be a sign for all of those who get into relationship and rush from the stuff. And those little home records. Because I you know who I'm watching the most? This hoe. I'm watching you, girl. I see what you're doing. I see you, because apparently this ain't your first time crumbling marriages and having some type of infidelity issues. I see you, girl. How you start is how you end.
Mm-hmm. He gonna find a new Becky. Look at her.
Or she's gonna find herself a new Kunta Kinte.
But that too. But the thing is how they used to double date. But they're not the only couple that's done that, because you all know Israel Houghton and his ex-wife used to be good friends with Adrian and her husband, and they would double date. And
I have no comment about that. I can't comment on that because I know people who I can't.
Okay, well, I can't comment on it. Well, I mean, I ain't gonna say I can't comment. But I'm saying it's the same situation in my opinion.
So here's my thing. I think that there's a difference between, if you fall out of love with someone, then you fall out of love with someone. You shouldn't be forced to be with someone if you are not happy with them. If you fall out of them, I don't think that that's an issue. Okay, so if you fall out of love with them and you go about, you say, you know what, hey, Jane Doe, John Doe, this is not working anymore. Let's separate, or let's divorce, or let's break up, or whatever, because I'm falling in love with someone else, or that is a way to navigate the situation. What I don't like about this situation is that you know that you're in the public eye, and you specifically know how narratives operate, and you guys, what pisses me off is the dragging and the disrespect, the blatant disrespect of women, Black women specifically, in our community. Okay, and so the fact that you did this, and you know how narratives are, and you know how marketing is, and you know how this was going to be spun, and I don't care if you fell in love with Becky with the good hair, okay, or the mediocre hair. That's your business. But the way you navigated, and you knew that this was going to come out one way or another, you took pictures with the girl, you're slapping her pancake booty, you're doing all this stuff, whatever. That's not cute, girl.
And y'all walking down the street holding hands.
Walking down the street holding hands, and then she has to watch all this on national TV? You're disrespectful. You're disrespectful, and that's what pisses me off. So let's talk about something else about that's disrespectful. Our Queen Nia Long has spoken.
She did.
Okay, we love you, Nia. All right.
Remember, she's an immigration attorney, but she gonna get some of her other attorney friends. Yeah,
girl,
and she gonna clean the house.
Listen, you a danger, TJ. Your pockets, your bank, your everything.
And so are you, Amy. Cause your husband, yeah.
You ain't getting nothing. You better hope they keep you on salary, girl. You better hope they keep you on salary. Bullet and Flight Radio says it's all the same. Kyrie is right. They are all in the public eye. Exactly. Shall. Why can't that Bullet and Flight? Y'all supposed to be wholesome. You can't get over here with the secular now. Be careful.
Ain't better hold her ex don't snap Viagra, baby. You know.
Child. But anyway,
his feelings are hurt. That's what you say. That you're not gonna tell me that man wasn't blindsided. That man is hurt.
All right. So Nia Long, this beautiful queen. So Nia recently walked off a set for the first time in her 36-year career. It broke my heart to have to do it because that's not who I am. But I knew that I needed to do it because it didn't feel good in my belly. She tells from wait, hold on, this is the wrong part. There we go. The iconic actress opens up about the return of the Best Man franchise being dragged into an NBA scandal and at last pursuing a career on her terms. The days of being on the battlefield unnecessarily are over. So she's calling out not only because, for those who don't know, I mean, if you're under a rock, or if you haven't watched the Thais Report, then you should know about what's going on. That her ex, or soon to be ex, I don't know what's the way she did that interview. She laughed when she said, "Is there any hope for reconciliation?" She just laughed.
What do you mean? No.
I don't think there's gonna be any reconciliation, girl. I think we're good. But she did a exclusive with the Hollywood Reporter, and they talked about her fiance. Is it fiance or ex? Yeah, it's fiance. How do you pronounce his name? Uduku?
Fine Nigerian.
Him. Okay. So apparently he had an affair with another Becky with mediocre hair. You know what I'm saying? And so like this is just what I just don't understand. I don't understand. Y'all know. Anyway, I'm not gonna go into my soapbox with it. Nia changed the locks. I know that's right. She changed the locks. She changed the passwords on the credit card.
And that Becky's husband was blindsided too. But y'all better stop talking in front of me.
Stop playing around. And I know she changed her Netflix password. You know it's real when they change your Netflix password, child.
Baby.
Anyway, so she's focusing on her children or her child. She called out the Celtics because she felt like the Celtics did not protect her, and that they just kind of
because they're the ones who released it.
They were the ones that released the information, and she was saying that they didn't give any regard to her feelings or her son's feelings. And so right now she wants to focus on being a mother. She's not interested in dealing with Nigerian Big Dak. And so she's interested in just kind of focusing on being a mother. So I'm interested in here. What say y'all about, the NBA Celtics, not getting involved in this stuff or even putting the stuff out? I think they could have dealt with it a little bit better. What are your thoughts?
They shouldn't have never put it out, but god damn, he fine. I'm sorry, but they never should have put it out. That's what I think. I think they never should have released that. That was
I don't know.
I agree with Nia 100%. You didn't protect her. You didn't protect his son.
Yeah, you didn't at all.
Because he's of age now where he can go on the internet and see whatever.
Yes, absolutely. So, all right, y'all. Well, let's go ahead and take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back after this. We're going to take a real quick break because we got a lot more to talk about. So we'll be right back. Stay tuned. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Yes.
See you on the other side. I told y'all it's going to be a real quick break because we are black and wait. Well, yeah, we're black by popular demand. That's my word. It's a lot going on. That's why I haven't finished my coffee, y'all. All right, so let's get back into this because, shout out to Bullet and Flight Radio, the #1 progressive Christian radio station in the world. Definitely go ahead. Today is Dance Fridays. I was jamming this morning to some good old R&B. They had a little R&B up in there. I was like, okay. All right. Listen, Bullet and Flight's updated their little music record. Y'all better go ahead and check it out, y'all.
Come on, Bullet and Flight.
All right, Bullet and Flight Radio. All right, so let's go ahead and get back into this because Monique Samuels, for those who know who she is, she said she is done, honey. Monique Samuels is a influencer and or reality TV star from Love and Marriage DC and formerly from the Real Housewives of Potomac. Reality star Monique Samuels confirmed she's not returning to Love and Marriage DC. Monique Samuels has confirmed their exclusive, this is from the Jasmine brand, exclusive on her departure, explaining why she's not returning to the show. So let's go ahead and take a quick look or listen to what she talked about.
I love Monique.
Yeah, so Chris and I were actually planning to be a part of the season. And, we actually wanted to show how we were navigating our marriage issues. And because we know a lot of people can relate to that, we did our initial production meeting, had a house together, kids' hair laid, glam on standby, all of that. But the main reason we didn't start filming was because of contract issues. So God works in mysterious ways, because how convenient was it that this whole divorce narrative was put out there? But the fact that Chris and I, even to this day, we never even started filming and nobody knew, that wasn't leaked. You know what I'm saying? Right. It just makes me wonder who leaked that narrative. But anyway, the only reason that there was even speculation, like you said, is because they saw this trailer and they were like, wait, where y'all at? So yes, it is true. Chris and I will not be returning. Okay. At this point, I think we're done with reality TV. Honestly, I'm just at a place in my life where I will never again allow myself to be devalued. The contract has to make sense for me. And when I'm filming, I'm giving my all. So if you want all of me, you got to make sure that paperwork is straight. Absolutely. So, no hard feelings. Business is business. And I don't care what anybody has to say about it. But as always, the show will go on. So shout out to the Tylers and the Silvers. They're going to hold it down. So make sure y'all watch Love and Marriage DC this January. Continue to support them. They are DMV. They are local. They are doing their thing. I love them. But yes, Chris and I, the Samuels, we will not be back.
Wow. So no more reality TV.
No, I think I'm done. I think I'm good. It takes a lot of bravery to be able to put yourself back out there after you've done it before. But then you also have to be smart about it and just know when it's like, you know what, maybe this isn't for us anymore. I'm in a different space in life. And, like I said, business is business. That paperwork got to be straight. And it was crooked. So I said, I'm out.
I know that's right. Well, if you want to keep up with Monique, you just got to turn them radios up now.
Listen, and catch the real Monique here. Right. Always. Right. You know what I'm saying? I love it. And I love y'all. Good morning show. I love y'all.
Yeah, the real petty Monique. And another thing too.
Yeah, and the troll Todd D. That's who he is.
But another thing too, I think is good too, is that you all have been hanging out, like you and some of the cast members. So it's all good. If people want to have any speculation about how y'all are doing it, no, all you got to do is follow the Instagram. Y'all are hanging out, partying with each other. Y'all just celebrated Tasha's birthday. So it's all good.
Yep. And I actually saw Carlos King at Portia's wedding at the Nigerian ceremony. And I was able to see him, and me and him have talked, and it is what it is. So there's no hard feelings, and I have nothing negative to say about anybody. It's just, it is what it is,
All right. Well, thank you for the tea.
Right. There you have it.
So thoughts, because Raymond Torres just said something that was really, really interesting to me. That's how you clear the room professionally. And I agree. And I have not watched any of Marriage, Love and Marriage, any of the Love and Marriages, actually. I've just really focused on Real Housewives. So that's just kind of where I'm at. So when she left, I was really, left Potomac, I was really kind of upset about that because I felt like, she was kind of treated unfairly. But it is what it is. So. Yeah, she was definitely treated unfairly, but we're going to get to that in a second. But so it was interesting to me that she went over to Love and Marriage DC. And I love the fact that she, something that I saw, I don't know if you guys saw the interview between Nene Leakes and when Nene Leakes was on Larry Reid Live, how they treated her on Potomac was terrible. Exactly, Raymond. But if you guys have seen the exclusive interview on Larry Reid Live with Nene Leakes, she talked about the checks that Bravo was giving her, and that she said that it could be better. And so I took note to stuff like that, because I think that marriage wage equality is still an issue for Black women. I think wage equality is still an issue. Yeah, it's still an issue for Black people, period. But it's even more of an issue for Black women to get paid fairly. And so I find that the fact that she stood her ground on that, really made sense. And like Raymond said, besides she and Chris has long money, they ain't pressed at all. This is not something, they're not worried about money. They were rich. They were rich before they joined Potomac. She gonna be rich after.
Right. But what I love is they are the reason why I watched DC. But who kept me there are the Silvers. I love them. But
I haven't watched any of it.
But what I love, I'm all in for the Love and Marriage.
I might have to binge watch it, bro. I've been told that.
But Mona, what I love is that this is what I'm hearing in it.
Yeah.
I think her marriage is more important than this reality TV.
I agree.
Reality TV wants you to put everything out there, then they want to add drama to it.
Yeah.
So what are you willing to do? And they're just not willing to do that. That's what she said, who have put the divorce narrative out there, but didn't put that they were not filming.
Yeah.
I thought that was interesting. I think it's Carlos King. Y'all know Carlos King is a messy girl.
Well.
I'm sorry. I love them. I love this show, Love and Marriage DC. Even though Huntsville was the first, DC has become my favorite.
I'll check it out. I will check. Should I start out with Huntsville and then I'll get it, or can I just start with DC?
No, you start with DC. DC got their own thing. It's a different vibe than Huntsville. Huntsville is good though.
Okay, I'll check it out. So speaking of reality shows, and former reality members on certain reality shows, the Potomac has gotten ghetto. I don't know if you guys are keeping up with Real Housewives of Potomac, but it has gotten ghetto. Okay,
I still love. I love Karen.
I love Karen. The Grand Dame is one. She is probably my favorite on the show. Probably my favorite.
Karen had me the very first episode when she told that man, "You can't talk to me like that. You're the help."
Yes. Listen, Karen is everything. And
ever since that day, I have called my best friend Eddie Karen.
So you're so stupid. So Wendy, so Raymond said something that I want to talk about. So Wendy should have dog walked Mia. So for those who have not watched this season, sorry for the spoilers, but Mia Thornton and Dr. Wendy, got into it. And when I say they got into it, now Wendy has a mouth. She does. I ain't gonna lie.
But I love Wendy.
I like Wendy. I didn't like her in the beginning of the season. I don't know what it was. It was just something about her that was just kind of like I wasn't connecting with her.
Me too, Raymond Torres. Me too.
I really want Giselle and
Robert.
Oh, we are going to talk about those two.
I want them to catch it too. But I love Wendy. And then they got into it over the girl of them all.
Peter Thomas? Exactly. How did you get into it over Peter Thomas? So, but anyway, the bottom line is, okay, so my thing, a lot of people are speculating and talking about, especially in the, shout out to Kempire, over on, he's a blogger on YouTube, and he follows all of the reality shows, predominantly the Real Housewives. Love his content. So shout out to Kempire. Kempire was talking about this and how people were bringing up the concerns that there's a possibility, which I don't even know why they're saying a possibility, but that Bravo is colorist.
Ciao.
Now,
you know they are.
I'm not going to say anything about that because that's allegedly that's here nor here. But I do find it weird that when Mia threw her wine or water or whatever at Dr. Wendy, and then also hit her with her purse, we focus on the fact that she broke her nail. You broke your nail because you hit her with your clutch, girl. That ain't whose fault is that? Nobody told you to swing at her. Now, had Wendy got up and mollywopped your behind, okay, it would have been like, oh my God, here she is.
Right.
Oh my God. And what frustrates me is that what's good for the goose should be good for the gander.
Absolutely.
So if you got rid of Monique, why didn't you get rid of Mia?
But now she says she may leave.
I don't care what she's gonna do after the fact. The filming's done. She should have been removed from that house. And then Raymond said Mia was real hype about a cheap trip to Miami.
Exactly.
First of all,
girl,
that's tea. Real tea, real quick. Hold on one second, bro. Let me say something to y'all. Bravo. We're talking about the Real Housewives of Potomac. They are literally at this point the number one franchise in ratings, and you sent them to some
Airbnb.
You couldn't get like a 5-star house. You couldn't rent a nice $1 million house for them. And you put what was her name? She used to be on the show. She's not on the show, but she's back on. She got into a Karen.
Giselle, no. Charisse.
Charisse. You put Charisse in a room with no bathroom? Oh no. And then Wendy had to leave? Well, she didn't have to leave. She chose to leave, which I thought was very smart because had she stayed, I don't know what would have happened.
Baby, that house would have been demolished.
Demolished. First of all, I would have broke everything. You threw water on me?
Upside me. And see, and that's why I say that Bravo is colors, because when Monique and Candace got into it, y'all had all types of things to say about Monique. Monique is volatile. Oh my God, the women don't feel safe. Even though I just do not like Candace.
I don't.
But Candace,
let me tell you something. Low key, I don't like Candace, and I haven't liked Candace since the beginning.
Yes,
but this season,
she's trying to make me like her.
Candace has been cracking me up.
Like Mama Shade is up. Mama
Shade is superior. Okay, she comes in. I can't. I'm sorry. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Right, and that's what they're doing. Because now, but see, what's funny to me is when they were saying that it was colors with Monique against her, she didn't see it, but now she sees it as colorist. Now it's color, but you know,
I don't know what's going on, but what I will say, and this is something that Kempire, because when I saw how Mia navigated everything, I had already predicted, and this is before I even saw last week's episode. Hey Michelle, how you doing, Queen?
Hey Michelle, my niece. Hey Michelle.
What I saw from last week's episode, not this most recent one on this past Sunday, but the one prior during the winter break or the autumn break. That episode when the whole hitting happened, the fight happened, the incident happened, the way that Mia navigated that, I said, I see you, girl. And I didn't feel comfortable with it. Then Kempire talked about it and said that this one right here, this one's dangerous. She's dangerous for Bravo. She's dangerous. She's a liability for Bravo because the way she navigated this stuff, and then it confirmed everything because this past week, this latest episode, the way she navigated everything, like she thinks she's Queen Bee. This is her trip. First of all, girl, let me explain something to you, Mama. Mama, listen good. You don't pay for nothing. Bravo pays for everything, okay? This ain't your trip. That ain't your house. You didn't pay for nothing. You barely got a peach.
Absolutely. Well, they're not peaches. What do they have?
I think it is cherry blossom, little branch, whatever you got, whatever, girl. Whatever you got, you barely got on, okay?
But can we get to the one I really just do not like?
Who?
Robin. Because Now
So Raymond, I'm not putting that last one up. Which you, I'm
because
not putting that last one up. Y'all go ahead and see. Y'all go ahead and look in the comments.
you done pulled out your phone to film like there's not a camera crew with you.
And then production shady. Now listen, production is shady. That was funny though. But you gonna talk about Robin RMZ or whatever they did? Production really production? Like, okay, I get it. Y'all trying to make it fun or whatever. You trying to make light of a situation. That wasn't funny.
Stupid.
Because
Right.
you didn't make light of the situation with Monique Samuels.
Oh baby, no. Y'all
Dragged her down. Y'all say, oh, it was toxic. That was not what she should have did. Blah. You said nothing about how me and nobody. And then Giselle. Now Giselle has been on Pyro Media Network before on a show that has been canceled. And I have had the pleasure of speaking with her and getting to know her a little bit, and I like her. I do on the outside of the show.
Okay.
Outside of the show, I like her. On the show, I think that Giselle does what she needs to do to stay on the show. Because let me tell you something. Whether we like it or not, Giselle is good TV.
Oh, absolutely. I agree.
Giselle is good TV. And so whether we like it or not, and Giselle's relationship with Robin is good TV. Now, this season,
do you like any of these women?
That's what I'm saying. Raymond is going in. But I think I don't know. I don't think I like any of the women except Karen. Karen.
Karen. I love Wendy. I love Karen.
I like Wendy. I've just recently gotten to like Wendy. Like she grew on me. I love Karen. And Ashley, I don't know about Ashley this season. I'm seeing her from a different angle this season. Like there's just stuff about her.
I like Ashley.
I love Ashley, but there's something that she's doing this season, marketing wise, that's kind of bothering me. That the way she's navigating her storyline, and I'm just like,
well, now these girls, like you said, girls know what they gotta do. Now this is just my opinion. This is the opinion of Kyrie. I believe this season, production had a meeting with Robin and told her, look, you are on probation. Your job.
You think so? I don't.
Because she had did this 180. Robin was always Giselle's flunky. Whatever Giselle said, Robin did. Okay. Now all of a sudden she is this mean girl. Okay, now she put it out there because she said this past week, I just don't like Wendy. I said, there it is.
Like that's all you had to say, girl, and right. I would have respected that. I mean, I get like nobody's telling you have to like anybody on this cast, but we like you can't sit there and change the narrative for one person just because you don't like them. What's wrong is wrong. What's right is right. So y'all got heavily on Monique. Y'all did not have her back. Y'all treated her. Y'all abandoned her. All y'all abandoned her when she did what she did with Candace. She dragged and mollywopped to Candace, deservedly so. Personally, I don't want to incite violence. I'm not saying that it's justified. But if I was in Monique's position, I don't know if I wouldn't. I can't say that I wouldn't have done the same thing.
I would have threw in the wine bottle to Candace if I was Monique. Now, Remy Torres, that's my whole point. Wine don't even want to film her. That's why I said production brought her into a meeting because your storyline is falling apart. You don't have anything. And now they done brought in Sharice.
But do any of them really have anything?
Well,
I mean, this season, let's really talk about that. Outside of Dr. Wendy, and also I don't even think Karen has really much going on.
She doesn't.
Ashley has a little something, but I think that
Ashley divorced.
No, but this whole divorce thing, there's something suspect about this. There's something suspect about it, and I want a meeting. I want a meeting with her because I think that there's something suspect about what she's doing. And she's gonna talk about we had a whole narrative plan. We had a whole statement that we were gonna put out. You didn't, and then all of a sudden things leak out. No, girl.
But I mean, no. But Ashley is proof of a woman staying somewhere because of the money. Because girl, you know your husband is on Grindr. So unless you're pegging him, honey, he doesn't want you. Where did Kwame go? Well, we all know it.
Okay. We're not gonna go there. Hold on. Dr. Holt says off topic. Whoever on the keys at this funeral is wearing the piano. Oh, okay.
It's probably William McCray. No, I'm joking.
Yeah. So yeah. So I don't know how I feel about what's going on with all of this. It's just this season of Potomac has been a little ghetto.
I'm not liking how they're treating Wendy. And Robin being this newfound mean girl, I don't like her anyway. And she did. I'm like, Robin, you're not even that girl.
You're really not. You're really not that girl. Like your podcast with Giselle is cute, but Giselle's the star of that podcast.
Yeah, everybody tuning in for Robin. Robin is boring. Like he said, like Raymond Choi said, Juan don't even want to feel with her. Juan doesn't want her. Let's just go there.
I don't think Juan wants a lot of girls. So let me go ahead and
listen. I know, but Juan, if you're watching, I'll take a shot.
Okay, all right. So that's it for most of the pop culture. But I want to definitely go into check this out this week because there's some things on that is going on that's next week. And for those who like DC and Marvel and all that stuff, whatever, I think that this is one of the best superhero shows that's out there. Doom Patrol is hilarious. If you guys have not watched Doom Patrol, definitely check it out. It is one of the best DC shows in my personal opinion, and it's HBO Max, so you don't have to worry about it being all cookie cutter and cutesy and stuff like that. They cuss, they do all types of stuff. It's a good show. And the guy that plays Cyborg on there, he's kind of cute.
Okay.
You know.
Doom Patrol.
And the season 2 is going to be airing next week, or debuts next week on December 8th. So
now we got to binge watch.
Yeah, so you have time to watch the first season. It's not too many episodes. I mean, I think it's like 10 maybe 15, whatever. I'm not sure, but it's a really good series. So definitely check it out and let me know what you guys think next week. But we're going to take another quick commercial break, and then we're going to talk about something that I need to get off my chest. And I hope it doesn't cause any issues. I really don't care if it does, because, Kyrie and I have really wanted to honor being authentic on here. And so I want to talk about something that's been weighing on my heart. So stay tuned, share, like, subscribe, and all that jazz, because
all right.
There's some things that I just need to get off my chest. Some that came on my Shata Shondo this morning. Okay, praise God. We'll be right back. Black by popular demand. Thank you guys so much for joining us again. And if you are just tuning in, we are Kwame and Kyrie, hosts of Pyro Power Hour. Yes. Go ahead and like, share, and subscribe because we got a lot to talk about. So,
wait, now you said season 2, Bullet and Flight says season 4 is starting.
Oh, I'm so sorry. You're correct. Dominic is correct on that. Just Dominic on co-host of The Unusual Maverick. Season 4 is starting next week. So yes, you have a lot to binge watch. Thanks, Bullet and Flight. Jeez. You know the us blurs, the black nerds, we gotta get that stuff straight.
Well, you gotta give the right info.
Gotta give the right information. Father God. All right. So moving on. So let's go ahead and just have this conversation because I want to discuss something that has just been really just kind of really just on my heart in the past couple of weeks, specifically the past month or so. And the question for today's discussion is: are you fine tuning your discernment?
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Now that's a ooh.
We're about to have church. So you just go on, just listen.
Amen.
Real good. Praise God. I want to make it very clear that I am a spiritual child of Bishop W. Todd Irvin, senior pastor of Church One Ministries in Long Beach, California. And one of the things that I have learned in being under his tutelage, and being under his ministry, is to fine tune my discernment. Now, I feel a lot of people have told me that my discernment is pretty sharp. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean that you don't do things to fine tune it. And I think that people think that discernment or vibes or premonitions or whatever you want to call it, these things that these unctions from the spirits are things that just kind of come out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? That they just randomly happen. Right. And one of the things that happens that I've noticed is that you need to pay attention to the spiritual signs that God gives you on a daily basis.
Absolutely.
Case in point, there was a business transaction that I was working on, and this is a big transaction that was happening for Pyro and this other organization. And one of the things that I saw was I just didn't feel right about certain things, like things that were coming to me, things that were being discussed, or told to me, like this person is saying this about this, and it had nothing to do with our organization or our company or anything like that. It was more internally with their issues. And so over the past couple of weeks, I've been getting notes from God. There would be a movie that I would, or a trailer to a movie that I would see that was talking about, or a trailer to a TV show or a reality show or whatever that was talking about political BS within a company, or there was something else I was watching. I was watching what was that show? The Crown. And there was a lot of back talk and a lot of issues that were going on, just a lot of political navigation that they were doing. There was I had, like I told you last week, I had I think I talked to you about it, but I hadn't had a massage in a long time. So I had had a massage therapist come to my home, and she doesn't know me. I've never met this woman before in my life. I've never talked to her. But she kept telling me that that there was something in her spirit as she was giving me a massage as we were talking, and she was saying, I don't know why, but I keep feeling like, you just need to start praying for protection, especially around your business and all that stuff, whatever. And I don't know this girl. She don't know what I do. You know what I'm saying? She just coming in my home, you know what I'm saying, and giving me a massage. So and then there was an email from a friend that I had not talked to in years, like one of my battle buddies, and he was giving me updates on his marriage and his children. He just had a kid. Congratulations, by the way, and all this other stuff or whatever. And so in that email, he was talking about how he was going through issues in his law firm, where there was a senior partner that was trying to stop him from elevating. I say all of this because discernment is not just about unctions and things that come that drop into your spirit. Discernment is about really, and another thing that popped up yesterday. I was watching. Was it yesterday, or maybe it was Mother was talking on one of her Mother was talking about one of their lives about whether or not she should say something or not, and Thais was like, "Oh, I don't think I should talk about it, or I was going to talk about something, but then my spirit told me not to, or something along the lines of that." And so my point in saying all these different things kept popping up at me, right? And so I really want people to start looking, especially in 2023, start focusing on your discernment, because that has literally saved my life in multiple ways. When I was deployed overseas, and my discernment, my unction from the spirit told me to go left, told me to go right, whatever. It's literally saved my life from being blown up by an IED. You know what I'm saying? And so it's literally when you move and you navigate in the spiritual realm, and especially as you start moving and you start making decisions, it is imperative that you continue to pray, that you continue to open up yourself to God, and that you continue to allow yourself to be strengthened in God. Because at the end of the day, your movements, your next movement, whether they're big or small, are they can't be emotional. And a lot of people look at me and say, oh, well, Kwame's young and he's a firecracker, because they see things on my TikTok, or they've experienced things because I've gone off on people because they've said things, or they've done things to me, or I've sensed things in their spirit that I didn't like, and that I didn't know. I didn't want them to navigate with me in a way where it would be detrimental to me. But last week, God told me to be quiet and sit down and wait. Because it's very easy. I don't have to deal with businesses, right? I don't have to deal with brands. I don't need new clients. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not something like I want them. I want to help, and I want to be a part of, I want to be able to service. That's what I feel I'm called to do. But what I won't do is all money is not good money, right? And so it's not an issue for me to just cut something off and say, okay, well, maybe this is just not a good fit. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't bother me, because God is always constantly providing me new contracts, new opportunities, new different things, and things for me to live, and things for me to progress my the brand of Pyro Media. But what I won't do is because we have access to people who have been church hurt, people who are the LGBTQ community, Black women, and our audience is comprised of all of those type of communities. I'm not going to allow anyone to come into this space to harm them.
Good.
I'm not going to have a show come on this network to harm them. I'm not going to engage with people because they don't have stuff going on, and they want to cause drama, and they want to attack clients of mine and hosts and different shows. I'm not going to engage with them. All I'm going to do is just contact my attorney. Because I don't have time. You know what I'm saying? Right. Because at the end of the day, I am realizing that I am in a space that I have to be responsible with the brands that I have under Pyro Media. I have to be responsible with the client contracts that I have. Because people, when you go into a contract with somebody, they are entrusting you with their brand, their person, whatever. And so their project, whatever. And so it's important and imperative to me to be very clear and at peace moving forward with different people, moving forward with contracts, moving forward and getting and elevating into a maturity that is responsible for the audience that we have and the clients that we have. And so I say this: if you are about mess and you constantly want to play pity party, you constantly want to have political agendas, you constantly want to I'm telling you right now, it's not going to end well for you. It's not. And so I promise you right now, my job as executive producer of Pyro Media Network and as CEO of Pyro Media Enterprises is to protect my clients and to protect my audience. So I will do what God needs me to do moving forward. And all of this drama, all of this other crap that people are trying, these attacks and allowing people, and because there's people that they say that they're Holy Spirit filled and that and the devil is using them like no other. So continue. So I say the reason why I bring up all of this is because I want all those that are in the sound of my voice to continue to focus on your discernment, to continue to focus on building your relationship with God, so that way God can tell you what you need to do and next steps, whatever that is. That's all I had to say. Sorry, I didn't get my soapbox.
And amen again.
That's all I had to say. I don't know why it was heavy on me. But I think a lot of people don't really realize that discernment and vibes and the unctions from the Holy Spirit, like those are things that are gifts, and it's real serious to start really past the collection play, Raven. It's real serious to it's not something to play with. You know, and I also want to say this, that people who constantly play around with God's kids, it's not going to work out for you.
Yeah, because some of us are protected.
Very well protected. Very well protected. There are mother's boards. There are good old prayer warriors. There are black queens, moms, and powerful prayer dads, and people who really are about that life, intercessors, and really constantly praying for those who are. I know I'm covered. I know I'm covered. I know Kyrie's covered.
I say it all the time. I am well protected.
Well protected. So play around if you want to. It's not going to be a good look. And I don't have to say anything. I don't have to do anything. I have learned that I don't have to go and knock your ass out. You know what I'm saying? Like you grow up out of it. You know, sometimes you just gotta, you want to. You want to do a Monique Samuel sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know, and so, but there's times when you have to chill and allow God to do what He's doing. He's gonna uncover everything. I don't have to do no work.
It's true. It's true.
You are a child of God. You are covered by the Most High God that created everything. So what does it look like if I'm arguing with one of His creations, when I can just go to my dad and just be like, hey, Dad, what do I do? Chill out. I got this. You're telling me the person that is literally, the being that is literally holding the universe together can't handle a fool? You're telling me that the being, the Most High God, the creator of all things, can't handle a late bill that you may have? Can't handle a spirit of depression? He can do all things. Everything.
Man.
Don't get me started on here, y'all. Y'all need to go ahead and start recognizing who you are. And you are royal. Don't let these white people get you. And when I say white people, I'm talking about the little Trump supporter, little MAGAs, okay? The little white supremacists, the little Kanye West wannabes, the Candace Owens, all of these dang on people that are trying to keep you down. And even yourself. When you sit there and look in the mirror, I don't like how that looks. Well, girl, relax. You said what you wear has nothing to do with who you are.
Right. Change it.
Change it. You have the power to do it. And if you're backed by the Most High God, what are you worried about?
All right.
Let me get off my soapbox. I'm not trying to.
Now that's true, Reverend. So people who go for evil really end up sabotaging themselves.
Themselves.
Yes, I've seen it.
Themselves. But I have one of the things that Dante Morrison has said to Dr. Dante Morrison. It was a couple of years back. It was at I think it wasn't at the Red Gala. It was an event at APLA. This one I was a part of Healthy Him. And there was an event, and we were sitting outside, and somebody had tried to play him, and he said something. He was like, "Well, it will all come out in the wash in the end," and that stuck with me. And even though that's a saying that a lot of people, it's an old saying. I never heard of it until that moment, and it stuck with me. So I say this: no matter what attacks people say about you that you know are untrue, it all comes out in the wash.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get off this. I gotta go. I gotta work. Some of us have to work, okay? So we're gonna go work. We're gonna go and do the good Lord's work, okay? Y'all have a blessed weekend. We will see you on Monday. Do you have anything else, Kyrie? I feel so sorry.
No, I enjoyed that word. It was good. No.
I hope you did.
Because I do want to say to those of you who watched the show last night, when Ramona was saying, right, if you're looking for a mate or whatever, right now,
that was a good show.
She told me right now 5 things that you love about yourself, and then 5 things you want to make. I end up doing it before I went to bed, but I end up writing 10 things each. It's good. It's really good.
Yes.
That's good. Yeah.
There's one thing that I told hold on. I told Just Dominic from Bullet and Flight Radio that I was going to rectify. So this past Monday on the Dante, first of all, if you did not see Candid Conversations last night, please go and see it. Ramona dropped a word.
Oh, but
word.
She talked.
She talked. But this past Monday, Tuesday on the Dante show, Dante was joined by Just Dominic and Zavi, and they were talking about Michael versus Janet. And so there was a hold on. I have to get this article up because there was a confusion. Now listen, I'm a big Michael Jackson fan. I think he is still the king of pop. Okay, I think he has done things for this country or the music industry, the world that is undeniable. Okay, but Janet, Demita Jo Jackson, the Queen, the Empress, actually, has done major things, and so an article was sent to me. And I want to go ahead and make sure that everybody can see it so you guys don't think that I'm lying. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing this. Present, share. And this is also, this is a direct call out to Mother and Dr. Dante Morrison. I said what I said. Where is it? There we go. Okay, all right. Here we go. All right. This is Janet Jackson's outsells Michael Jackson on Billboard top selling Jackson singles.
Who wrote
and
this?
This is from Billboard itself.
Oh.
These stats are all from Billboard. Her massive 1993 hit, That's the Way Love Goes, is the biggest selling single of all the Jackson family members, while her 2001 hit, All For You, is the second biggest selling single. Looks like Janet was the one really in control. Ooh, that was a little shady. Okay, but we're gonna leave that alone. So it lays out the top 10. Well, it actually lays out all of it for everything, all of like the singles, the top 50 singles for everything. The Jacksons, Janet Jackson, the Jackson 5, all of that stuff. All Michael Jackson, all of that. So the top 10 obviously are Michael Jackson and Janet Jackson, but the top 2 is That's the Way Love Goes by Janet Jackson and All For You by Janet Jackson. And coming in number 3 is Say, Say, Say by Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson. And then Together Again, number 4. And then again, number 5. And then Billie Jean. So she surpassed Michael Jackson in so many different ways. So I just wanted to throw that out there. I hope you guys can see. I love you guys. Just wanted to make sure that you guys enjoyed and understand that this is what it is. That Janet Jackson is the Empress and the Queen. Any questions or concerns, Kyrie?
None. But, okay, Jen, I stand corrected because I was with East and Dr. Morris.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong. I don't want to take away from Michael. I think Michael has done a phenomenal job at what he's done. But Janet did a lot to crawl out from underneath Michael's shadow, and I love her.
Oh, absolutely. That she's her own star.
Yes, absolutely.
No,
but anyway,
say that different. Yeah,
we gotta go. I just wanted to throw that out there, throw the stats out there. Hope I might tag Thais and Dr. Morrison in this. Okay.
Oh Lord, you should.
I think I will. Praise God. All right, we'll see you guys on Monday. We love you guys. Create a great weekend, and we will see you on Monday.
See you Monday.
Bye, guys.